On go. 3, 2, 1, go. So, on Gully, I'm guessing is your demo going choke? Yeah, it looks like it. So basically, when your demos choke, you just need to like get up to choke as fast as you can. And you get early picks, so the mid's already going well for you. What you need to do on Gully Watch mid as early as possible is identify where their sniper's playing. If he's big door, this is good position for you. And it looks like he was. You sort of crushed in that mid, that was pretty good. Okay, that was like a really awkward situation, because you knew their sniper was big door, so you didn't want to peek like out across the point, and then their soldier came behind you.
Yeah.
But, I don't, like, there's really nothing you could have done better except surf the rocket better to, like, maybe fall down to the low ground there. Because if you fall down to the ground, that's the best way to put yourself, like, distance between yourself and that soldier. So now you should have, I think you killed their medic at mid, which is
yeah, we're even here.
Okay. So, even Ubers basically is wait for your sniper to get a pick, or someone to get a pick, and then do something with it. You can try and, like, put a bunch of your combo in big door and kill someone over there. Or try and get, like, a sniper pick and choke on their combo. That's their heavy, so...
yeah, we got the heavy pick.
Yeah, when you get a heavy pick, you don't really have Uber yet. Oh, you got another one, too.
Yeah, we get their demo and they're heavy here.
Okay.
But
So,
then, yeah.
you get stabbed, that's whatever. That's just like... You know that you have to turn around and look for the spy more. It's just... So it's not really worth mentioning every time, but...
Yeah.
So, like, when that happens, what your team should have done is just, like, pushed, because you had 2 combo picks on them. Your whole team was full buffed. It wasn't like you died to, like, in a fight or anything. So, like, if you had just had your heavy and demo, like, get in and try and kill their medic, because, worst thing that happens is you sack a bunch of people for their medic, and then you're holding second, in the same situation that you're in if you don't kill him. So, like, generally if you go down and, like, you notice you're in a situation where your team has a lot of health, like, call for them to go try and kill their med. You do want to play safe here. That was weird. Did their Uber get forced by someone else at some point?
I don't think it ever did now. I think they pop in on us.
They should have used on you. This is the right call, even if they still have Uber, this is like a fine position to be in, because like whatever Uber they have, it's going to be like a Pyro or a solo scout Uber. They just sort of give up this point though. That was like really good. Like you don't need to get too scared just because they have Uber advantage on you if they don't have a combo to use it with.
Right.
Especially like this Gully Wash choke is really tough to do anything with a like a solo Uber. Now they have add and a combo to use it on though, but they just keep sort of feeding you guys picks at bad times.
Yeah,
so
they dropped a lot of players.
Okay, so yeah, once you see that like your demo's gotten in and made this space, you just keep playing safe behind the point. God, I don't get what their combo is doing. They're always so far away from like their flank, so their flank keeps dying, and then you're like doing everything right basically right now because you're taking all the like little advantages they're giving you by giving you flank picks. Generally, what I've been doing, I forget if this is before the update or after, but
This is post.
okay, so a lot of times when my heavy is fighting, if I'm at like anything but if I'm like medium range or further away, I'll just crossbow him over and over while he's fighting.
Right. Since it gives you that Uber.
Yeah, because it gives you Uber now and the healing is faster. So like you don't really have to like be anywhere that you can take spam, and you can heal your heavy like 120 at a time. That's a demo pick, so you should probably... What you can do with a demo pick is trade Ubers, and while you're trading Ubers, so like before you go in, you can buff up your flank. Actually, it might have been a soldier pick. I don't know everyone's names. But what you can do on this map with a demo pick is trade Ubers, and then while that's happening, send like a pyro underneath the point, and then since they won't have stickies on point, after the Uber, your pyro comes up out of water onto the point, and your demo can just sticky it, and
just
they don't
pressures
have
it.
a demo to contest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is basically just waiting for like a pushable pick though.
Yeah.
Once your heavy gets out, tank your demo, because your demo just actually destroyed their whole team.
Yeah, he got everything, so he used him here.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
actually didn't even have to use until late.
Yeah, yeah, that's like that was good to just pop in a situation like that, because like the only way that push fails is like if you drop everyone and like drop yourself, so like it's better to just use super early in case like there's some random bullshit that
Right.
like happens. When you have that big of an advantage, just don't risk anything, because whatever Uber you get should be enough to win you the round. You can... It's better for your demo to back up into, like, this elbow with you. Because then you can just heal him normally. Especially in Highlander, like, where there's, like, when they come up, there's, like, your side, there's gonna be a bunch of people that are, like, shooting, like, right where you are, and your heavy is gonna be fighting them, so it's hard to crossbow your demo, like you saw.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better for your demo if you can tell him to back up the other way instead of all
Get
the way
through
into choke.
elbow instead of choke.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, that makes sense.
It just puts him in like a lot better position, and you can actually heal him, and you can still crossbow him if you need to. They have Uberad now, so you want to hold against Uberad. You want to hold up top usually, especially where you go down like a sniper.
I think here we had our demo dead, so we were trying to play back more.
Yeah, like I would go up top like in river, not hold near choke, where because they have.
I think that's where we
Uber
rotate to
now.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were trying. I think we were trying to fight back with our sniper to get a pick, but then
He went
when that
down,
didn't work, we decided to back out and get in.
Now you just want to make sure that you don't get raced to last.
Right.
Because you're 90%, so you're going to
Yeah,
get
here
it.
we called to get back. See their sniper.
You can buff your sniper before you go. That was like, I don't know, really awkward, weird position for him to be in right there, but
Yeah.
you still could have healed him.
Oh yeah.
Definitely want to make sure your demo gets out alive at any cost. This is not like where you want to fight from. There's so many like places that they can sort of fuck you up from. I'm guessing you had forced them at some point, because I can't see any other reason for you to have taken that Uber out.
Yeah, I think their med died.
Oh,
in this fight.
okay. You do have a couple picks here, so I think it could have been worth trying to heal your heavy in lobby and get something.
Yeah, we saw the Sully go behind him. We kind of all ran back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, that's the sort of thing, like, you need to trust that if you see, like, a soldier jump behind to last, like, you sort of need to be able to trust that, like, your buffed soldier can fight him on the point and without, like, losing the round.
Right, so we can hold the ground forward still.
Yeah. Like, that's really a fight that should be unlosable, like, because their soldier would have to come up out of river, jump again, so he's at, like, 120 health, and then after that, kill your soldier. Not much you could have done there. In that last, like, the fight that ended that. Just check for spies more, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah.
you've gotten stabbed in, like, key times twice. Not that I'm in any position to, like, I die to spies probably more than any other medic in the plat right now, but... Okay, so you guys want to try going up their side. What's really important about going up their side is you need to buff your soldier and have him jump like ahead of your demo to make space. Because otherwise their demo has every possible advantage you can have in that fight. He already has the ground, he has like high ground, and he just has to put stickies on a corridor, and then if the fight gets drawn out, you still lose because then their sniper gets on a point and just destroys you. So it's really important to have your soldier buffed so he can like jump up to their choke right like as soon as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's like a bunch of sight lines that go into here, so basically you either need to be, I wouldn't even like be all the way out here, I'd be like around the corner healing people, because that's a sight line you had to cross to get out, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the one from the ramp leading up to above point and then like behind a rock, he can see you from while you're up there. That was like, you probably should have just backed up with your team rather than go for the saw. If you'd gotten up that ramp, I don't know. It sucks that you got left alone with just a demo to protect you.
Yeah, that's kind of just our bad positioning to be forward like that.
Like when you get out, you should make sure that you do it as a team, which sort of didn't happen. That's when like you leave like yourself open to flank plays like that.
Do you think crits is right here? Is it?
I would run Vax or Quick Fix on it. Like, you can still run Quick Fix in this situation. I generally prefer that to crits because it's like almost an Uber basically. Especially on Gully Wash, like there's a lot of ground for the heavy to cover before he could get into you and like shred you with the Uber, and there's a lot of places you can kite from him. So I'd go Quick Fix almost all the time instead of crits, like holding last with disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Especially like now, being on crits, like if you get this crits, it doesn't even put you in that great of a situation because you have to like open yourself up a lot to crits out of every last. I would say I would have worried about healing my scout up when my demo bombed first, and then worried about healing my heavy. Because your scout's the one who's gonna go forward, and he sort of got delayed by not being healed. Because after you, like, heal the people, like, generally you want to heal the people who, like, go fastest, like, the people who are gonna be away from you the soonest. Because, like, your heavy's not gonna be able to, like, get away from you. He's going to be right next to you after you heal the scout anyways. But your scout wants to run forward and be able to fight.
Right.
So you have a sniper pick, which is like super good on Gully Wash. What you can do with that is like try to like muscle your way in choke and then let your sniper walk in behind you. Because once your sniper like gets in choke, like uncontested, that you basically will win the mid if they don't have a sniper. That was like bad, like you weren't managing your heal beam well, you were standing on top of the people you were healing. Like that demo wasn't even trying to shoot you, he was trying to shoot like your heavy and demo, but you were just like standing on top of them, so you took the same damage. That's like really important as medic, making sure that if anybody actually wants to shoot you, like they have to commit to shooting you instead of like the other people. And generally that means that like your demo will just kill their demo if their demo is shooting you instead of him. I've been like toying with the idea of running Vaccinator in this situation too, with the like Uber disadvantage holds. Actually, I think you killed their medic at the end. I don't really know everyone's names yet, but or in the scrim, but
I think Jer is their med.
okay.
Yeah. I think he just. I think he didn't die recently.
But yeah, I've been thinking that Vaccinator, the new Vax, might be worth it to run.
Personally, I feel like Gully is a really easy map to rotate and like kite Ubers on.
Yeah.
So I kind of like staying on Uber because then you can still get Uber.
Yeah. One important thing to do is if you're planning on like, okay, this is like a really good fight for you. At this point, you should start calling people into lobby that you can flash in with your Uber. Wow, that's super unfortunate. I would have just popped at that point. Like,
yeah, that was.
Your Uber was already 7 seconds better than the enemy teams. Like, they were gonna have 1 second
Right.
of invulnerability. Like, just don't let anything like that happen. It's like a crazy shot, but like, it's still better to just, especially on last, like, dropping Uber is like, the closer you get to your own last, the less okay it is to drop Uber. When you're on last, you really shouldn't let anything drop you. Just always play safe. Especially, yeah, like with what you said about how you can kite away from Ubers and buy yourself time.
Yeah, I got a little greedy with it.
That was good movement to like not even take any damage there. So you should know like they're gonna be coming in with Uber like right now. I think. Okay, I don't understand the other team. Yeah, here they come. So like right now, like you see this, like them posturing for this push, and you're 80%. You just want to back up basically. Even though they just don't do anything again, I don't understand.
I think we were even Ubers. Like, I don't think they had a significant advantage, or at least not one that was enough for them to know they had an advantage.
It should have been about 25, unless their med died at the end of the last fight where you got shot by that sniper.
I think we got him back
Oh, okay.
in the lobby.
Damn, you got sort of lucky that that sentry was there.
Yeah.
I think after what I like after it's clear that you like won the fight, because like at that point you had a full buffed heavy on point. Like I just wouldn't put myself in like a position. You saw the soldier too. I wouldn't have put myself in a position where he could damage me. Also, that mini fucked you up.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but I'm almost inclined to say like after like you had a full buffed heavy on point. That soldier was, and there were people fighting that soldier. Like, he's just gonna sell out for you because he realizes there's no chance of him living through that fight. So I would have, like, honestly, once I saw him, like, tried to either
Run to spawn or something.
go, like, all the way behind point or, like, yeah, go and spawn. Behind point probably would have been safest.
Right.
Because then you don't have to walk away from anyone. You're just in a position no one can kill you at. That sucks. That's the sort of shit that just happens, though. Okay. And they fuck up their Uber, too.
Yeah, our sniper got the nice shot on the demo, so we were lucky that we could stay in here.
Yeah, that was good, like, of your heavy. Your heavy recognized that their Uber was better, so there was no point in him to stick around, and he just needed to make distance with the rest of your Uber. So he played that well. Or if that was your call, then you did that, like, correctly. It actually would have been pretty nice for that scout to, like, stay with you right there, where you were down a couple people. Just, like, because then he can punish anything that tries to run through choke.
Right.
Especially because a lot of scouts will try to do what their scout just tried to do, which is run through choke, and then, like, once they're behind the rock, their team pushes while you're distracted with him. That can work if the other team is, like, down combo classes. That was a good play by their scout to, like, force the attention off choke, even though you had a better Uber. You guys, I don't know, they took, like, a really aggressive trade in, and you guys hadn't built that well, I guess, so they had it a second before you. Just why it's important to try to be building as much as possible. In Highlander, that usually just happens through your demo spamming their demo. But you get their demo here, so what needs to happen now is, like, your soldier or somebody needs to be able to try and pressure their sniper. But if no one can get in a position to at least pressure their sniper out of the fight for a couple seconds, this point is actually just unpushable. It is, yeah. Like, once you get a demo pick, you can try and bring your sniper over here and just make space for him and choke. That's really lucky that that spy just whiffed on you.
Yeah, I actually should have heard him decloak there.
Mm-hmm. You're playing, like, too close to choke again. Like, see how when their demo was shooting, you were, like, taking, like, damage? Like, you didn't need to be taking that damage at all. At this point, like, with how that fight was going, I would have been calling for, like, my flank to start pressuring, like, their combo. Like a soldier going drop down right there would have fucked them up, like, so bad. So, like, if you can call for, like, your soldier to get over to choke when you see that, like, this Uber trade fight is happening. Because after Uber, if he comes up out of drop down, like, that's not something that the other team's normally going to expect. I would have gone for crossbows there once my heavy got, like, that extended. Because once he's got a demo shooting him and he's less than 100 health, like, he needs more healing than a metagun will do. That's why you want to scout on your Ubers, too. Which, like, I haven't seen you really have... Like, a scout on this Uber would have been good, because that demo would have died way quicker, and then the pyro would have, like, died, too. A solo demo Uber isn't really going to work that well, just with all this, like, dodging the enemy team can do and stuff like that. You generally, on every Uber advantage push, I'd say, or at least most of them, you want a scout or a heavy, scout being better.
That's their heavy we got here, so we want to push in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they put themselves in, like, an absolutely terrible position, so that's a really good push.
That was just kind of unfortunate there. I don't think anyone saw him go drop down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really think there's much you could have done differently. Like, you can expect people to come drop down once you've won a fight, like, just try to expect that they're going to flank from wherever they can, but he also could have just jumped up from under if you stood in a different position, so there's no real way to know. Generally, that pill bottle is, like, a pretty good place to stand if you're just, like, at the end of a fight and wanting to make sure that you live, though. The pill bottle, like, past choke, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the concrete one.
Yeah. That's, like, because you've got, like, the wall in front of you, and you'll have a bit more warning on anything that comes up. And you can't really get sniped from anywhere if you're standing there.
I don't think I was worried about their sniper, because he was already out a big door.
Right, just, like, in general, not just in that specific situation. Okay, that's really good that you got the sentry before you pushed. I don't know what level it was. It sounds like level 1. Another thing you can try to do with your Ubers, if they're playing, like, that way, is your demo just puts crit stickies on the point, and you have someone go water. Because you had a lot of river control, which means you can get someone into water really easily. And then if there's crit stickies on the point, there's not much they can do against somebody standing on you.
Okay.
That's just a good judgment call thing from your demo, like... So you would want, for that call to be made, you'd want, like, a call on where their team is holding, and if it's not that close to point, then that's going to work really well. If they are close to point and they have a chance to react to it, just, like, shoot them with the stickies. Yeah, see how they're, like, all in, like, really awkward positions? Because they, like, don't want to die to the crits? Like, the thing is, you don't need to kill them with the crits to win, you need to cap the last point.
Okay. That makes sense.
That fight still ends up going pretty well, because, like, there was still a lot of... Basically, like, all your crits was like, a bunch... It was, like, confusion for the enemy team, and then everybody else was able to clean up kills. Which, like, that happens sometimes, too. And it's fine.
Yeah, our demo got out choke again.
Yeah. That's a bummer. You turned to heal and you accidentally healed the spy instead of the pyro. That's good, though. I think you sort of freaked out at the end of that and thought you needed to pop before you did, but...
Yeah, I thought I saw the Solly on their concrete and I didn't want him to rocket me.
So you did kill their med, so... Oh, also, not that you really build that often in Highlander, but it can be worth... If your demo runs the half Zatoichi, your demo can build now, too. Because every time you switch off the half Zatoichi without getting a kill, you take 50 damage.
Oh, right. I haven't thought of that.
I don't know, like, I haven't... All our scrims have been, like, King of the Hill since the update, and I haven't really found a time where it would be worth it to build with a demo during a King of the Hill scrim. Looks like your heavy just sort of had no idea what was going on when he walked in.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really knew what was coming. So, is half Zatoichi meta now? Do you think it's going to be for demos?
Well, like, even, like, scouts don't really run, Basher and Highlander, because, like, there's generally so much spam going on that, you don't really need to build, like, aggressively, but there are situations where it could be useful. Plus, it doesn't make any noise like the Basher does. It's really obvious when you're building with the Boston Basher.
Oh, does it not?
But with the demo, he just makes the, like, taking pain sound or whatever
when
you switch off, but the scout, like, has the bleeding noise and everything, so it's, like, really obvious when you're building with it. So, like, I don't know, it could be worth it to, like, use it on lasts and stuff, to, like, just build silently, like, a crits without them knowing. Plus, it's not like building with stickies with your demo, because he doesn't need to waste any ammo, which is another advantage of it. I think you saw somebody behind rock out of the corner of your eye, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, sounds like it. The spy's behind us now. Yeah. Oh no, that was our spy.
What you need to do on your Ubers is, like, when there's 20% left, basically just evaluate how the fight is. Like, when you see your Uber hit 20%, like, evaluate how your fight is going, and then, like, know what you need to, like, decide what you're gonna do, like, right then. So if you'd seen it, like, 20% that you hadn't gotten a single kill, you were getting air blasted around, you should have just been like, I'm leaving now. Because, like, at that percent left, if your demo's far enough in that you can't save, that, like, he can't get out with you, he's gonna die anyways. You wouldn't have been able to save him.
Right.
So that's something really important, is, like, knowing how much of your Uber is left and doing something with that. Like, right now is a time where it'd be really nice to have somebody to build like aggressively with. So once you see them get into river, okay, they drop again.
Yeah, this fucks them.
Was your demo holding water there?
Yeah, demo is in water.
Alright.
With stickies.
Yeah, so that was like overall pretty decent. Just like managing your heal beam distance, and watching for spies more. You didn't have that many deaths to spies. They just happened to come at really like important times. But overall, it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
All right, cool. Hope that was helpful.
Yeah, it helped a lot. Thank you so much, Sam.
Peace.
Adios.